Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Saturday the 18th of March. I'm just about to push the muck pile up. I've been scraping the yard up all morning and we've put the IAE sheep creep feeder together. Alright, so that's how we've been bedding the cows down for the last 25 years. Well, Dad's been working longer than me here, about 30 years, 35 years, and it sort of works, but on Monday we're going to be looking at a machine which can hopefully do a much better job, and will go on the front of the manatee. And in this barn, it's what I call the nursery. We have a lot of the calves in here. One cow stays behind to look after them, whilst the rest of the herd go and eat fodder beet in the day. She's like the granny, if you like, and then the other cows, they go and eat back in the main shed. Look at these little devils. But yeah, all from Hector, this lot, our Aberdeen Angus bull. So we just fed these up with some of the grass I made last year with the 6R. We had the coon rake out. This is some 9 acres silage. These are some of our stores for this upcoming season. So these are just coming up over a year old now. Hello Panda, you lot happier today that it's not raining like it was yesterday? You were in a real mood yesterday, weren't you? Alright, so I've just finished scraping up this morning, and one of the jobs I normally do is pushing up the muck pile. Unfortunately, we haven't got any fields to put the muck out on at the moment because they've almost all been planted with crops. I know some people put muck out on their fields with crops, but it's just something we haven't done. So we try and keep the muck in the yard for as long as possible until we can then put the muck on a stubble field when it can then be taken out, basically. So we don't generally put the muck on cropped land. We try not to put it on the crop, because what's the point of growing a crop if you're then going to put a load of muck over it and then ruin the crop, if that makes sense. So it's something we've just never really done. Unless we could increase our muck storage area, it might be something we'll look at. There are some grants available at the moment from the government, I believe, to basically put a building up to store your muck to prevent runoff and things like that. Maybe that's something we'll look into to go alongside the new shed. But one thing we would look at, especially with the new shed, would be a deep litter bedding system, so that you could just deep litter the cattle and you can pretty much store all of the muck in the shed rather than putting it out on the muck pile. And then I guess you could muck it out and take it out to the field after harvest. That would be quite a good system. But yeah, at the moment this is what we do. We've been doing it like this for years, and it's worked for us. If you see on the left hand side over there, I put a couple of IAE hurdles by this muck pile, but as I was saying the other day at Lewis Concrete, they do offer those Lego concrete blocks, and that is a place we could potentially put those Lego blocks on the left hand side. So leave a comment in the comment section and see what you think about that. Could we put some Lego walls along the side of this muck pile here to retain the muck before it then goes out later on in the year? Because like I say, not putting that muck out during the period where the crops are growing, it's just something we don't do. I mean, some farmers will put like a concrete panel in their field, a special bay. Maybe that's something we'd look at, but we just want to save the land more than anything, so to maximise the cropping area. So it's a fine line between where do you put your muck and also at the same time growing crops. You'll see I've got the muck grab on today. This is an X-Form muck grab. We used to have another make. We had a Strymec muck grab, which I must say was okay, but compared to the X-Form with Cherry products, this is made from Hardox steel, and it's a lot lighter than the Strymec muck grab I used to have before this one, and it's also much stronger. This has been so far a really, really well made muck grab, and they're actually made in Norfolk, believe it or not, by X-Form with robotic welders. So it is a Norfolk muck grab. keeping it Norfolk, keeping it real as much as I can, even though we're in a French telehandler, which is quite funny. So yeah, I'll finish pushing this muck pile up, and then before long we'll try and find a place to put the rest of this muck, and maybe look at putting some Lego blocks out near the muck pile. Had the back wheels off there, need to get the boom in. But yeah, it's got a brilliant lift on it, this small telehandler. Only a 3-ton lift, 6-metre machine. It's about 2 metres wide, just about, and you can get it everywhere. Still compact and a good lift capacity. Yeah, Norfolk made muck grab in a French telehandler. Oui, parlez-vous français? Oui, je parle français. Le Manitou, c'est... Je préfère le Manitou au JCB. Le Manitou, c'est confortable, reliable. Ce Manitou, c'est magnifique. Alright, so that's that little job done. And I left the side squeeze in the shed. I've just noticed, any eagle-eyed viewers, my tow hitch is down because of that issue at the moment with the hydraulic hoses. I'm going to have to pick that up manually somehow and put it in. Anyway, without running over these lovely little sheep, let's pull this creep feeder out the way. It's quite handy with this handle. There we go. We need to get some of this lovely indoor straw out of the shed for the demo on Monday. We've got the spreader bale coming, so I'll try and pick some of these up without damaging them. Or damaging you. Hello. 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 You're lovely. You're lovely. Yeah, you are. You are. You're a little star, you are. And you. You waiting for the telehawk or the spreader bale? Oh, that's the spreader bale you want. Alright, we'll see how we get on with it then. Alright. I'm just coming out with the last few bales for Monday. We've got a big old leak on there, look. Look at that, what is that? No! Right, it seems to be coming out of this joint here. I think the problem is there's either a blown O-ring or it's one of these couplings had kind of come loose. Right, I think we're in luck. I've had a go with numerous spanners. I think the problem is one of these small nuts on the end here came loose. I'll just get a rag and give this a wipe off, and then we can get it going again and see if it leaks out oil. It's a little valve block, this, and it's what regulates how the valves open and close. When you open the grab, the side squeeze for the bales, it opens fast, and then when you close it, it closes very slowly so you don't damage the bales. And this valve block regulates how quickly it closes so that the bales aren't damaged. It's got a dial on there and you can change the amount of pressure. So, I think we fixed it. Hopefully it's not an O-ring. Alright, we're almost all ready now for Monday's demo. Looking forward to it. And then over the weekend, which is obviously tomorrow, Sunday, I'll give you a tour of my local city, Norwich. Not that I go into the city much, but every now and then I will go in. So with that, thanks for watching. Catch you in Norwich. And then on Monday, catch you with the spreader bale. Click here to subscribe to the channel. And click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.